Welcome to Homebuyers School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
So before we begin, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies, tactics, and tips on home buying, click the subscribe button below, hit the little bell so you don't miss anything.
So hi there and welcome to another edition of Homebuyers School. Today I'm joined by Troy Champ. He is a mortgage advisor with The Mortgage Tree, and today the question that we're going to answer is how much down payment for a house for a first-time home buyer? So is there an actual specific down payment amount for a first-time home buyer?
Yeah, the minimum down payment is 5% of the first $500,000, 10% if of any amount over $500,000 up to $1 million, and then if you hit $1 million, then a minimum down payment becomes 20%, or sometimes even larger depending on the bank. You don't have to be a first-time buyer to put 5% down though, so you can be buying your second home, third home, and still have a 5% down payment.
But would you say typically if this is your second, third, fourth, or however many homes, that mostly your down payment is probably a little bit higher?
As long as you're selling the previous home,
Yeah.
absolutely. If you're selling your previous home, taking that equity into the new property, then your down payment amount usually increases. But what some people do in the Calgary area is purchase one home, turn that into a rental property, buy a secondary home with just the 5% down.
Is there a difference for first-time home buyers, whether it's new or resale? Still 5%, but do you find
No, there's no difference
Okay.
at all for the requirements for the
Okay.
new or resale.
Are you finding first-time home buyers, let's say, differ in terms of down payment for townhomes, single family?
Well, we find first-time buyers tend to buy a lower price point home, so that's the townhomes, condos. From there, they're selling those properties, moving into a single-family home, so they have some equity built up already to the next home. And then from there, they're selling the single-family homes, moving into more of an estate home.
Great. Do you have anything else to add?
Just the one requirement, if you're buying a secondary property with 5% down, you are able to do that. CMHC will only insure one property for you, but there's two other insurers in the country that will insure a secondary property for you.
That's Calgary Mortgage Housing Corporation?
Canadian Mortgage Housing Corporation.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you very much, Troy.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.